Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the Dare County Board of Commissioners November the 16th board meeting to order. And at this time, I'd like to read an invocation from Father John Hanley. Let us pause and call to mind that God, bidden or not, is always present and active in our midst. All-powerful and ever-living God, you have created all things. All times and seasons obey your laws. You make us stewards of creation and have called us in a special way to be stewards of the people and resources of Dare County. We ask you to bless this meeting and all who take part in it. May our discussions be honest and thorough, our interactions civil and respectful, and our decisions be mindful not only of the particular needs of those who look to us for their interest, but in an even more impactful way for the greater and greatest good of all. Bless those elected and appointed to serve this county, our state, and our country. Be present now in our meeting this evening. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
May we stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we get started, I would just like to ask everyone if they would, Commissioner Ross has excused absence this evening. I'd ask that you would keep him and his wife Charlotte in your thoughts and prayers. She's hospitaled in Virginia Beach area. So if you will keep both of them in your thoughts and prayers, it'd be greatly appreciated. County Manager?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. Item 1 on the agenda is the chairman's opening remarks.
Thank you, County Manager. Normally, I have about 4 or 5 items to go over under Chairman's comments. And I'd like to take this opportunity this evening to address one specific issue, and that's COVID-19. I went to earlier this afternoon to our health department after speaking with our health department director, Dr. Davies, and asked her if I could come over and speak with the folks. And she said, absolutely. And I had the fortune to meet with Miss Debbie Dutton and her staff just to go over there and thank them on behalf of this board. I left them, I said, there's 2 things I want to share with you this afternoon. One is I just simply wanted to thank them for all the work that they've done since March, especially dealing with COVID-19. And the second thing I wanted to leave them with is the fact that we appreciate them. Dare County Health and Human Services, Social Services Department is second to none in the state. We have multiple avenues and ways to reach out to our citizens at Dare. Dr. Davies does weekly videos. She does messages constantly. The data is all over our website. Information goes out. Even early on, The county spent money to make signs on the side of the road for the practicing the 3 Ws. We made signs for businesses. They were distributed. I mean, we've gone the extra mile. Let me just tell you briefly, they have answered over 12,000 phone calls, helping folks throughout the county. They make daily calls to the positive patients, daily calls to the positive patients to make sure they have what they need. Some who can't work, some who are not certainly earning a living, some who need food, some who need bills to be paid. There are ways that social services are helping those folks. Combination of 61 employees from the health department and social services are working the phones 7 days a week from 8 o'clock in the morning till 5:30 in the afternoon. Folks, these are professional people who care about their neighbors and who care about the citizens of Dare County. And they are going the extra mile. And I cannot say enough about our staff and our people at the health department and Dr. Davies and what she has been able to accomplish with what we've been dealing with since March. So I let them know on behalf of this board how much we thank them and how much we appreciate them. And they will continue to do this until we can get through this. I have some prepared remarks with respects to COVID-19 that I'd also like to make. I want to focus my comments on certainly the pandemic. Now, this is, as we all know, we're all getting a little tired of managing life as we know it in a much different way since the start of this pandemic. It's getting old. But it's so very important for all of us to focus on our known best practices. For those of you that are watching right now live, and for those of you who will certainly watch a little bit later on when you have the time, I'm reaching out to you. Just as our Health and Human Services Director, Dr. Davies, did this past Friday for a call to action. As Dr. Davies stated, we must address the growing number of new cases we are seeing in Dare County. COVID-19 remains a